Hi, I'm Nesha,
And I'm Jordan, and this is Meeting of the Mediums.
and today we're going to talk a little bit about awakening to our gifts.
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
it's such a fun thing for us to talk about. And after we share a little bit of our story and how we got to where we are, we're going to ask that you share in return, even if it's with yourself or somebody you confide in, your journal,
Mhm.
or you can comment below, follow us on Instagram and comment there, reach out to us personally. We love to hear about your story as well. So, Jordan, would you like to start sharing?
Sure. Yep, absolutely. So my journey started with my Reiki level one attunement. That kind of helped me to become more sensitive
Mhm.
to energy of others, to spirit. And it also helped like awaken my mediumship gifts. I started with clairaudience, so I started to hear spirit, hear songs, hear phrases, whatever they were trying to get across. I hear spirit though in my own voice. I know yourself and others hear spirit in other voices.
Yes, other voices and my own too. Yeah.
Mhm. And and so then as I continued on, with my level of attunements with Reiki 2, 3, you know, I noticed clairvoyance. I started to see um in my mind's eye, and that kind of comes across as, as you've described and I've described like more of like a movie reel,
Yeah.
or just symbols, specific images. Um, and so yeah, so I started to notice that, and I've kind of, been working with this gift, working with, translating the symbols, hearing the songs, the sounds, and as I'm working with this, I notice when spirit's around, I do my telltale sign. I move, I feel more anxious, but it's just them trying to get my attention. Um, and so yeah, so that's what I've been doing with it, or how it kind of came across, or my journey. So that would be me.
Thank you, Jordan. That was beautiful. And yes, I love your telltale sign. I'm
I
always
know.
like, Jordan's a
Yep.
rockin'. And yeah, like you had said, everybody's different, and
hmm
the clairs could come across differently to you, or it
hmm
could be different clairs altogether. And the way that you experience it is, of course, your own.
Right.
Just to remember that, and also the telltale signs, that
Yeah.
you're getting are also very different depending
Right.
on the person.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
like
fun.
didn't you say you kind of you're in your mind, you kind of like it feels foggy, or did you express
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I it's almost like a cloudiness, a dizziness,
Mm.
I guess not quite like a disassociation, but almost like you're in a dream all of a sudden. I just
Yeah.
feel very distant
hmm
and it gets my attention, really.
Okay.
I think that's the main
That's
reason.
the thing. It
Get
gets
your
your
attention.
attention,
Yep.
Yeah.
And as always, just a reminder that you are in control and you have boundaries. So if that makes me uncomfortable, I'll just be like, stop. I need
Yeah.
to take a break from this.
Yeah.
But it's never anything bad. It's just something to get my attention.
hmm
So yes,
Yeah.
thanks for bringing that up, Jordan.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing. That was a lovely journey.
Of course.
And mine is a little bit different.
Right.
Like I
Yes.
just
Yes.
spoke about having different journeys.
Right.
My experiences is different where I started out in my youth noticing things like clairaudiently. So
hmm
I would hear things like keys jingling, knocks on windows, creaks in the floorboard. Um, And it was just interesting because I'm like, oh, I keep moving into haunted houses. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it took me a very, very long time, really, until the past maybe 5 years or so
Hmm.
to embrace that and understand it in the level that I do and realize that it's okay and it was always a normal thing. So
Mm.
I like to share my experience so people know that they're not alone and that this
Yes,
is very normal.
it is.
And which I did not have people telling me that for most of my life. So
Yeah. No.
that was probably the biggest struggle for me in this.
Hmm.
And as a child, like I said, hearing things, hearing my name being called, just some examples, which would be clairaudience, even sensing changes in rooms, going over other people's houses or old buildings. I could physically feel
Hmm.
like a heaviness or a mood shift in the room.
Yeah.
These are all things that I now
All things, yes.
understand. Yes. So much better. And just knowing that I'm not alone in it is huge for
It
me.
is. Yeah, there's so many
Yes.
people.
And so growing up, I really put up big walls and boundaries. I would say probably walls to
Hmm.
this because it was something that I shared as a kid and it was, shut down. And
Hmm.
I shut down in myself because it,
Hmm.
being afraid or just being misunderstood. And as I grew older, I started to accept myself after going through a lot of hardship and losses. I just started really opening up to who I was inside. And that's just a big part of who I am. And I couldn't deny it anymore.
Yeah.
And then I started to seek out more spiritual people, so to speak, energetic people, people that worked with spirituality and energy, I should say,
Yeah.
and alternative ways of healing
Yes, I
and
was gonna say holistic.
holistic healing. Yes.
Yes.
And to them it was so normal. They're
Yeah,
just like,
it's
oh,
like,
you're a
yeah.
medium, empath, and I'm just like, oh.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, and so then really that's to me kind of where my own personal journey began because then it
Mm,
was getting to know these parts of myself.
right.
And that does take time, like anything else, getting to
Hmm.
know it, developing the skill, learning what is you versus what is spirit or what is energy. So those
Right.
are all things that are taking and still are developing.
Hmm.
And meeting Jordan was a huge part of this journey because we were both in very similar places.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
had started a little bit before me. So
Oh,
you
a
were
little
like,
bit.
oh, let's
Yeah.
try, let's practice
Yeah.
together. So we
Yeah.
started meeting up virtually and then in person.
Hmm.
And then we started doing events together. And it was really like finding a kindred spirit.
I know.
Yeah. And it was so helpful to me. And then slowly finding other people who also had these similar experiences,
Hmm.
reading books, hearing podcasts, finding groups. And I'm like, wow, this is something that is very normal and other people
Yes.
experience. And you have those moments where you're like, oh, that's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that has been so helpful. And that's a big part of why we're doing this, right, Jordan?
Right.
Just
Exactly. The
giving
community.
a safe space, yeah,
Yeah.
for people to be like, I'm not alone
Yeah.
and this is normal and it is
Mhm.
okay. So that's pretty much, oh, I did get Reiki attuned then, and
Yes.
that did help
You
with me. It didn't so much open me up as it just clarified what was what.
Mhm.
Like, this is more
That makes
energy, this
sense.
is more
Yeah.
spirit, this is more Nisha, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So it's a journey, not a race, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
So that's a little bit about my journey.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you. And thank you all for listening to our shares today. And we encourage you now in this part
Hmm.
to reflect on your own journey.
Yes. How have you awakened to your gifts? How have
Exactly.
they, for lack of a better word, transpired? Like
No, that's
how
great.
have they come up for you, and how do you work with them?
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. How do they represent in your life?
Meditation, or yeah, like what do you
Yep.
do to kind of as you're sensing spirit, what do you do to, you know, work with spirit, or, just uh, throughout your day, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
And just looking back on your life, How have you felt this way before?
Mm-hmm.
And how are you sensing it now? And even
Mm-hmm.
if it was just the past few days, past few
Mm-hmm.
weeks, past few months, past few years, or if it's been an entire lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
this is something that we encourage you to really reflect on and journal about, or speak with, your confidants or your group
Other
of
bit.
friends or your circle
Yes.
or wherever it is. Or we would love to connect with you. If
Sure.
you'd like to comment on this video, we're also on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. You can comment there or connect with us directly. And we'd
Mm-hmm.
love to hear a little bit about your story too.
Yes. Yes. Please share.
Yes.
And
So, like I said, you can follow us here on there, like, subscribe, and we will be continuing to do these videos
and events.
and events. Yes, thank you,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
What event do we have coming up?
Oh, yes. Fill Your Cup, a women's healing circle.
Yeah.
Nisha, that's our original OG, event that we created. And for this event, Nisha will be teaching her herbal tea class, and tea is included.
Yes.
And I will be providing an intuitive oracle card reading.
Yes. And you are just amazing at that.
Oh, and
Definitely.
ditto with your herbal tea class. Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. And we love being able to bring this to you. And please look out for more events like that and also
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
as we explore this all together.
Yes.
So
And
thank you for stopping by today and
yes,
checking us
thank
out.
you.
And we hope you have a wonderful week.
Yes. Have a good week.